Hello, everybody.
Hey, guys.
We have a very, very special treat for you today. We want to welcome you from Psi Iota Omega, chapter of Alpha, Kappa Alpha, Sorority Incorporated. My name is Daphne Remy Gomes, and this is the phenomenal people, Erinn Martin, okay?
Well, I'm going to take that.
And she is awesome. She is starting this new entrepreneurial venture, Made at Home with Erinn, where she teaches us the trick of the trade. Erinn can cook, y'all. She can put her foot in it. And so we are here, part of the wellness committee. We are trying to do something really good in terms of nutrition. And we thought, what a best way to do that is to partner with our girl, Erinn.
Stop it, y'all.
I
Y'all doing the most, but I'm going to take that right there.
I am so psyched.
Hey, guys. So, one of the things that's really important to me, and I want to put that out there, is that both of my parents passed away from diabetes. Not to put it on a sad note, but that's what made me really interested in cooking more nutritious with fresh vegetables. And if you can get them locally grown, that's always a good thing. So, now I do diabetic friendly foods, and then it's summertime, right? So you want to eat a little lighter, have a little healthier food options. So that's why I'm teaming up with my girl Daphne. And yes, I am a part of the Psi Iota Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. So baby girl, you a guest in my home. Have you a
we gotta
whole
have
seat.
a seat, honey.
We got to catch up.
Yes, we have to catch up. And staying hydrated always the best way. Okay, serious matter. Stay hydrated. So I want to talk to you, Erinn, about. I know you started this Made at Home with Erinn. What really got you into doing this? Because you cook for us all the time,
Girl.
but now you're sharing it with the world, and so we
chapter
love that.
gained a couple pounds behind me, but So I've always loved cooking. I've always loved, as a kid, just sitting on top of my mom's freezer, and it's a little hot in here, y'all. And just watching her cook, and just saying, "Well, mommy, why did you do that?" And why you put that in that sweet potato pie, or tater pie as we used to call it. And it's just been something that has, people don't realize how important knowing how to cook really is. You see what's going on right now with COVID-19. Folks aren't able to get out the house. And so this is a skill that has saved my husband and I money. And so I want to bring that to everyone else, as well as wellness, having two parents that were riddled with health issues, that some of which could have been preventable. I wanted to find some new and inspiring dishes that I could cook. But you don't know, we Black, so we want the food to taste great, but also be nutritious. And I want to share that with people. Veggies don't have to be bland. They don't have to be cooked to taste well. And to show you some different options on how you can have a great tasting meal, keep the sodium down on a lot of your items, as well as eat great, nutritious, good for you, but taste great foods.
I love that. And this is like right on time. 4th of July is right around the corner.
Absolutely.
So we have some questions for you, because I'm nosy and I have questions. And we all have questions.
We're all up in my business.
So what is it's summertime, we're actually out and able to share some time outdoors. But what is one of your sweetest summer memories?
Sweetest summer memories. My family used to vacation every year down the Cape in Nashville, and the entire family that was here in Massachusetts, as well as family that came from other places, we would rent out these different cabins, but it was all on the same property, and my grandmother would be there, and so it was just a great, with my cousins, my mom, my dad, and it was just a great summertime memory. And one of the things we always did to close out the end of the vacation was we did a huge lobster bake at my grandmother's cabin, which she had like this big house that had like 4 or 5 bedrooms, and we would pick blackberries in the back of the yard, and she would make a blackberry cobbler. All the kids would have corn that was picked from a farm down the street.
Nice.
They would get a whole bushel of lobsters, and that's how we would end our summer vacations. And that went on for as long as I can remember. So that is one of my favorite summer memories.
Awesome. So we're talking about cooking. Obviously, you made it home with Erinn. What is one of your favorite summer menus? I mean, besides what you're going to cook for us today, what is one of your favorite summer go-tos?
Favorite summer go-tos. Let me think about, give me 2 seconds to think about that. Definitely, probably barbecued chicken wings, because y'all know we like a chicken wing, right? And just corn on the cob on the grill, roasted right inside of the husk, and as well as potato salad.
Right.
You
know,
can't get
potato
away
salad.
from potato salad. Some you can take a little less, but you can't skimp on the ingredients. You gotta have that little stank on it, right? So those are one of my summer go-tos. I usually make them at almost every major cookout that we have, as well as steak tips, y'all. I put my foot double amputee and some steak tips. So those are just some of my quick summer go-tos. I have them all the time, and you know, because we put them on the grill, you can, you know, trim off the fat. Chicken's pretty lean, and get down.
Nice.
Get down and throw down, right? So those are my summer go-tos.
Awesome. So we're all on this wellness journey, right? And what, you know, body, mind, spirit, all of that. What has been one of the best lessons you've learned so far?
Best lessons that I've learned, to let it go. Let it go. You know, somebody hurt you, harm you, let it go. Don't allow that stress. Don't carry it with you.
That's right.
Remember, guys, forgiveness is never for the other person. It's always for yourself. So, you know, to de-stress, you don't have to put yourself in the same situations, but you can say, you know what, God, help me to let that go so that I'm able to move forward, not carry that baggage, that heavy load, and, you know, and be able to progress forward.
That is so good. Oh my God, that is so good. Because we get behind some stress, y'all, with some, unforgiveness in our lives. So that's a word. And last but one last question. What makes Erinn happy?
What makes me happy? Ooh. You know, I have to think about that. Give me a couple minutes to think about that. Being happy with myself. Nobody can make you happy. Nobody can steal your joy. You either give it to them, or you have to find ways to make your own self happy. You know, I remember one time I said to my husband, I was like, you know, he didn't do something I asked him. I don't even know if he was my husband then. And I was like, you know, I said something to him, and he said, well, I said, I'm supposed to, you know, you don't even make me happy. He was like, well, I don't look to you to make me happy. And, you know, that kind of smacked me in my face. But when I thought about it, when you actually think of the words that someone says to you, you're in control of your own happiness. You truly own it. No one can make you happy. No monetary gift can. Now, granted, money can make a good time better. I don't want to say that. But it doesn't make you happy. And we see it. There are a lot of people that have a lot of money, have a lot of wealth, have a lot of things, but they are not happy. They don't like the way they look. They want to change everything about themselves. And so for me, just being in the moment and being happy with me is what really makes me happy.
I love that.
And romancing the song with my man, but you know, that's a whole nother
that's
story.
A whole nother thing. That's not that type of show.
No,
so we are going to go straight into, because, you know, now I'm already thinking about what you're going to make. So I'm like, I'm hungry. But before we go inside to get the cooking, we are in your beautiful outdoor space back here. And I really want to showcase some of your herbs that we're going to be using in some of the food today. So without further ado, I think we're going to transition our way to the garden. All right, you ready?
All right, guys, so this is what I mean about growing your own things and having your own herb garden. So when I moved here, there was an herb garden here. Some of the things didn't come back, but I want to restore it to its wonderful luster. So, and because I'm a huge foodie, right? So what we have here is my fresh chives. I do use in a lot of my cooking. We're going to see some of that in the pasta set. I also have some parsley that we're going to use well in the pasta salad, and some fresh basil. So unfortunately, my landscaper didn't get here in time, but he's going to put those items right here for me, hopefully this week, and plant them in the ground for me, and we're going to see what we can do with this. But I truly, truly believe in being able to come outside, get something that you know hasn't been packed with or sprayed with anything, because it's made right here in my garden. It's awesome. Called Made at Home. That's what we're doing here. All right, y'all, so this is what I'm going to be cooking for you guys today. I have chicken kebabs. What I want you to know is, before we even get started, prep is everything. It can make or break you getting done, eating on time, that kind of thing. So what we have here is 20 minutes before you're ready to stew your kebabs, you want to soak your kebab sticks in water. A great summer trick. Every summer, everybody has kebabs, right, guys? So, but in my family, everybody want to take 3 and 4 kebabs, and the sticks are this long. But I got the trick. I switched on them. I got 6-inch kebab sticks so that there's more of them. People can take 2 or 3, and that's equivalent to 1 kebab. So if you can do anything, shorten your sticks. Or if you want to put more veggies on, I would say go with the longer ones. But if it's just going to be meat, use the shorter ones, and then there's more to go around for everybody. So let's get started. What we have here, and everything just doesn't have to be from scratch. The biggest thing is making sure that you have fresh ingredients. So what we have here is some cut up chicken breasts with 2 different marinades, because I wanted folks to have 2 different types of chicken. So this here is the citrus onion, sitting here, chicken chunks, and then this is the sweet black pepper. All right, y'all, we're about to get to skewing things up. So originally what I was going to do is actually put veggies on the kebab sticks, but we have so many vegetables, and my husband doesn't like vegetables on his kebab sticks. So what we're going to do is just do grilled chicken, and put chicken on the kebab sticks and just let them stand alone. So we're going to start with the sweet black pepper. You want to just you don't want to jam your meat pile too much meat on, because then you can't ensure that the meat is going to be done properly. Be careful. These kebab sticks are very sharp, and at times they can be splintery. So you want to make sure that, you know, I know kids like to help in the kitchen, but this might not be one of the activities you want them to help with if they're not old enough to kind of watch out for the tip of the kebab skewer. So we have our citrus onion and our sweet black pepper kebabs ready to go. The grill is nice and hot. And my girl Daphne, I'm going to put her to work, y'all. So she is going to grab a tray, as well as I, and we are going to transition to the backyard. Hey guys, so what you don't know, or what you may not know, is this is a charcoal chimney. This is a great, efficient way to start your charcoals. What you typically would want to do is stick paper at the bottom. You see those like kind of long vented slits, and then you want to stack this up with your coals. And I put inside mine a fire starter because it helps keep the coals burning. I do not have match light or anything. These are lumped coal charcoal, so this is a hard wood, and it's just great because it gets your coals super white hot and evenly heated, so that when you dump them in, there's no coals that aren't lit. So you guys ready? Now this is hot. Ooh. Ooh. Now this is extremely hot. You don't want to put it on a deck surface or anything like that. I'm going to move it over here to my fire pit. and let that cool off because it is super duper hot. So guys, what we're gonna do is get these on top of the grill, get them nice, and the grill is nice and hot. Those coals are white, and we're gonna just place them down here. I'm trying to put them on in such a way where they stay to the closest and where most of the coals are. Drizzle a little bit of that on. Take a little bit of this. Drizzle a little bit of this on. So what you want to do is every 5 minutes, just check the meat. Make sure that it's not sticking. And I'm going to shut this down to let the cooking process and to keep the heat in. So the next dish that we're about to do is my awesome summer veggie pasta salad. So what we have here is some cooked and cooled rotini pastas. Go ahead and just dump that in. So what you want to do when you are cooking your pasta, you want to make sure that you heavily salt the water. Not the little sprinkles that you see on TV, guys. Actually, you want to put a couple of tablespoons. It gives your pasta a great flavor, and it kind of brings out and enhances the other vegetables that you want to put inside the pasta salad. And since there's no sauce or anything like tomato based or anything like that, that's a good start, is salting your water and also putting a little oil in it. It keeps your pasta, especially when you're making a pasta salad, loose. It doesn't clump together as it dries and drains. All right, so we're gonna start with our festive, I'm super excited, veggie pasta salad. Another thing that I like to do when I'm doing this particular dish is use a Goya vegetable and salad seasoning. It just perks up the flavor of the pasta as well and the other vegetables. This is not even a full packet. This is about a teaspoon right inside this little cup. Sprinkle this on. Mix that up. Next, we're gonna dump in our cucumbers, our shredded carrots, we are gonna put in our black olives. And what people don't realize, like I said earlier, the preparation is the key. Having these things already chopped up, the assembly is quick. And just a note, once I put the dressing on top of here, you want to use just a half a cup of dressing. If you need to, there's, I believe, 3/4 of a cup in here. This is something that you don't want to put the dressing on until max an hour before. If it looks a little bit dry before serving, you can always take another 1/4 cup or 1/8 of a cup of dressing just to drizzle it on, and it'll bring it back to life again. So next we want to put in here our tomato slices, or halves, excuse me. Everything tastes better with onions. I have over here my beautiful rainbow peppers. Oh my gosh, this is just starting to smell so good, guys. It's so fresh, delicious. So we're gonna go ahead and just kind of dump those in. And this is a very festive dish. It makes everything taste so good. So what I'm doing now is just incorporating, because the main ingredients are pretty much inside the pasta salad. We have all of the veggies. I mean, just look how vibrant that is. You literally have the rainbow in this bowl. You have just so many fresh vegetables that give you great nutrients and vitamins and antioxidants and all that good stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and just start mixing this up. I'm going to, take the Parmesan cheese and just kind of sprinkle that. I'm not going to use it all. I want to get it incorporated first and then kind of dust the areas that don't get it, you know. All right, tossed it up, put the rest of it in. Get that tossed up. All right, now we are going to add, this is a light Italian dressing. I know that there are some brands or people that have any issues with sodium. You may want to make your own seasoned oil or Italian dressing. You can do red wine vinegar, some Italian seasoning, and just a little olive oil so that you can really know how much sodium is inside your dressing. But this is just a light Italian dressing. I'm just going to go ahead and put that on. Save a little bit, see if and I might need a little more, because this is a lot of pasta salad. Yeah, I actually think I'm going to use the rest because we have quite a bit of vegetables in here. Get that nice and mixed up, and you want to kind of rotate a few times around the bowl. You want to make sure that every veggie got a little stank on it. This smells so awesome. I wish there was smell-o-vision out there, guys, because this is great. So what we're going to do now, guys, is plate this up. I'm going to garnish it right at the end, but we're just going to take, oh, just look at that. I mean, just look at that right there, guys. Oh, the kebabs are almost done. And I can't wait to catch up with my girl, Daphne. I have not seen her in forever. So this is just a nice, light summer dish that I just love. I think that's about enough for us. And so what I'm going to do here is take some shredded Parmesan, sprinkle it right on top. Get that? And so I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick slice and drop a little bit of this fresh parsley on top. You gotta love some kitchen shears. If you don't have kitchen shears, guys, you need to go out and get some. As well as just take, excuse me, a little bit of this fresh basil, and these are from my garden, guys. It's not hard, and they're truly inexpensive. I think I started this garden for maybe $6. I went to, a local store. They had some potted basil and parsley, and I said, oh, I want to add to my garden. And just a little finish. The fresh basil just kicks it up a notch. What does Emerald say? Bam! So we won't want to put too much because it's fresh, it's very flavorful, and it's going to give this pasta salad an awesome finish. The next dish that we're going to do, because we want to keep it super healthy for you guys, and there is nothing in this world, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, that makes me feel great than grilled vegetables on the grill. That nice char flavor, it's just something about grilled veggies that sang to a sister. So what we're doing here is zucchini and summer squash, and we're just pretty much seasoning it with a little bit of this seasoned oil. That's it. We're not putting any additional salt on it. If you feel like you need it after it comes off the grill, by all means put a pinch. But if you're someone that is watching your sodium intake, or you cannot have, you can also season these veggies with a little Mrs. Dash. Put some regular vegetable oil on, or olive oil, or grapeseed oil, and do the same thing on the grill. The only thing about the grill, though, guys, you can either put these on kebab sticks, or you can have a grill pan that has holes in it, or a vegetable grill basket. So make sure you have the proper equipment in order to grill these. You don't want them to fall in the fire, right? But once you do, there is nothing like grilled vegetables. So let's just get started. We're going to go ahead and season these up. We just need a bigger bowl to really get them incorporated. And swirl this around a little bit. Put a little stank on it. You don't want to do too much, but just enough to get it well coated. And since the oil is flavored, even if the seasonings don't get on the actual veggies, this is a oil that's been marinating. It's been marinating for a really long time, so those flavors are going to come through regardless. So don't worry like, oh, I don't have the seasonings on it. And I would advise not to add extras because you don't want the flavor of the natural flavor of the veggies to be overpowered by the herbs. We're going to make sure that the kebabs are almost ready, and it's almost time to get these veggies grilled up. So what we are going to do here, because you know nothing is complete without a little something sweet. So we are going to do our 3-berry trifle. What we have, I took some strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries, macerated them with a 1/4 cup of sugar, and that's relatively like not a lot of sugar for an entire dessert. A little lemon juice and a 1/4 cup of water, and just kind of pureed them. And then I took the fresh berries. I don't have anything over here frozen, and I just kind of fresh berries, chopped them up, the blueberries are whole, the raspberries are whole, chopped up the strawberries, and just let them sit in their own juice. So they kind of marinate, and all of those flavors come together, and you get to taste the nice, and the sugar brings out the natural sweetness, kind of like how salt can also bring out the natural flavors of something. That little bit of sugar is going to give this berry trifle an awesome punch, and it is so light. This is a non-dairy whipped topping. So if anyone here is vegan, this is a vegan dish. You don't have to worry about there being any cream, milk, anybody that's lactose intolerant. I typically prefer whipped cream, but since this was a health segment, I wanted to show the different options that people have to still have a great dessert and, you know, have it look festive. Like, this is 4th of July and a trifle dish. So let's get started. So how I start my trifles is I just take the cake, layer it around the bowl. I put my macerated berries inside, and you want to, for my trifles anyway, I want to have a little bit of the juice, because then it kind of soaks in and all that good yumminess comes into play. When you get that scoop, it's like, oh, speaking to my soul. So we're going to start off by taking the cake. I just leave the pieces pretty much whole. I might break them in half on this one. I want to have the dark rim facing the back of the bowl. Oops, let me get that in. Get in there. What you trying to do? Break this pieces, and you want to have your bottom completely covered if you can. At least that's the way I like to do it. Now I want to take my macerated berries and just kind of spread it out like so in the bowl. Oops. It's juicy, yes. All right, we want to take some of this whipped cream, this whipped topping, excuse me. And just, you want to just push it gently to the edges of the bowl. This whipped topping spreads so beautifully. Get in here. We're not leaving, there's no non-dairy topping that will be left behind unless there's, trust me. I'll just get that, push it to the edge. All right, and now we just want to start our second layer. Now, you know, one of the things that I hate in these cooking shows Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? Why are you putting your hands in it and, oh, I just have to taste it, putting your hands in the mouth and then dip it back. We don't do that on this show. You might lose a finger. You do that on my show. So no taste testing until after it is done, or at least get a clean spoon. You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to call nobody out, but those are folks that got them real shows. So let me just shut my whole mouth, because I'm on my way to having my own show. All right, and here's my berries. I'm just going to take the rest of this and just scoop it on top. This is going to be so delicious, guys. I just want to take some of that juice and just drop it on. All right, I'm going to actually move this out of the way. And I'm going to take my piping bag. So this is a standard, I'm not even sure how many inches. 12 inch, this is a 12-inch piping bag. And what this is used for, I have a tip in here, and it allows me to kind of make it decorative on top, right? I mean, it's the same thing we put on those other ones, but it's going to put that extra little punch that we're looking for, make it look pretty, right? Because everybody eats with their eyes first. And it's also a great way to kind of conserve when you have just a little bit of topping left. It's a great way not to use so much excess topping by just spreading it on. All right, so we're almost there. Baby, it's gonna be all right. So you just want to go ahead and push it down in the bag. You close it, you squeeze it, and get it right where it needs to be. And then you want to twist, because that's what's going to give you your control. And now you just want to take dollops. Oops, get these dollops. Get up in here. So the finishing touches we're going to put on here, we're going to try and assemble like a little flag with our blueberries. Since it's 4th of July, y'all. Get this trifle looking just so festive. This is a time where everybody kind of unites with their family and just comes together. And there is nothing more important than my peoples. Alrighty. We're just assembling the strawberries to look like an American flag. This one's for me. So this is our completed berry trifle. It is time for me to catch up with my girl Daphne. We are about to sit outside, enjoy some yummy vittles, and talk a little bit of trash and catch up.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Woo! Girl, we have made all of this come together.
Oh my God.
Look at the pasta salad. Look at the nice chicken kebabs. We have the grilled zucchini and summer squash. And the end of the day, baby, we have this summer trifle. Now let me go ahead and fix your plate so we can catch up.
Please. Please, please, please. Yes.
Because I know you like your kebabs like you like your man, girl. With a little char on it.
Oh, okay. That's good for me.
All right.
Oh my God, this looks so fresh.
Oh
and
my goodness.
so fragrant. Oh my God, smells so good.
And
That's
look at
good.
that beautiful charring. Not burned, just a little hint of charring. The vegetables are not mushy. That is one thing you don't want with vegetables. And just a little point of fact, this could be a almost completely vegetarian meal. Instead of chicken, if you are a vegetarian, you can cut up large portobello mushroom caps, marinate them in the marinade, or brush the marinade on as it's cooking, and get the same effect with the mushrooms. So don't think that any dish can't be tweaked for anyone's food preference, allergies. Everything can be tweaked and taste good. And let's get this pasta salad plated up. Yes, Hunty, look at them colors.
That looks so good.
This smells amazing.
It does. It does. It's doing it. Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get my plate. And my girl and I, we are gonna sit down, have us a little cocktail, and chat it up. Thank you guys for being a part of this segment of Made at Home with my girl Daphne, our Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority chapter, Psi Iota Omega. We want to thank you for joining in today.
Absolutely.
And it's time to say goodbye, cut those cameras, and get to eating. Mwah.
Be
Thank
well.
you guys. Be well.
Oh my God, I can't wait to try.
Let me know, girl. Let me know how it tastes. Oh, you're killing with the shoulders. Yes, girl, killing with the shoulders.
The zucchini's like perfect because it's crunchy and it's not overcooked and it has awesome flavor. You had no salt in this, and this tastes so
absolutely
good.
not.
Then the herb infused oil, amazing.
It's everything. I mean, it literally makes the dish, and that's why I was saying not to add additional herbs.
The pasta salad is fresh. I love all the vegetables and everything in here. It's so good. Feels weird to eat in front of y'all, but I'm hungry.
All right, now
I was watching her cook all of this. Oh my
thing.
God. I like mine extra crispy. I do.
Yes.
Oh my God. And it's like so moist inside. I don't think you understand. Sometimes with chicken breast it can get real dry, but the marinade is like perfect salt, perfect seasoning. The worst is having chicken with no flavor.
And you know, I cannot put my name on anything that does not have good flavor. Well, it's time for us to catch up, so it's time for us to say goodbye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.